Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome. I think you've chosen an amazing video to start yourself off into the S6D fam. So today we are talking about boss babes, how to have that mindset, how to motivate yourself when you're in those really dark places sometimes, especially when you're starting your own business, and just an all around looking for a pick me up. I got you, girl. We all have days where we let our inner saboteur, as Miss RuPaul likes to say, we let that inner saboteur get to us and bring us down. We let her tell us how unworthy we are, how unimportant we are, how basic we are, how we're not going to achieve our goals, how we're not good enough, all of those horrible things. And we need to just stand up and be like, oh no, you do not say that to me. So that is what I am going to guide you guys through today. I'm going to give you guys some great tips, tricks that I like to do when I'm feeling super low. Just like my girl Hitomi, you know me, it's Hitomi, loves to say, you've got to really dig deep down and pull yourself up out of the trenches sometimes and show up for yourself. No matter how you do it, no matter how small a gesture it may be, however you show up for yourself is so important, and it's so valid. And don't ever let that voice inside your head bring you down. Okay, so let's talk series. So this first one is so important to me in my daily life, and that is Miss RuPaul's Drag Race, honey. Okay, listen, it is more than just drag. It is more than just beautiful makeup, hair, looks, comedy, all of that. It is so much more than that, because if you really pay attention to what RuPaul says, the advice that he gives to his girls, you will really find some valuable life lessons in there. And ultimately, that's what I watch the show for. Not just for the amazing looks, but for the amazing life lessons that is within each and every single episode. And honestly, I don't know what my life would be like without RuPaul's Drag Race. So RuPaul, honey, if you ever see this video, thank you so much for creating RuPaul's Drag Race, because wow, the life lessons that are in there, I don't think I'd be able to get anywhere else. And I'm able to relate so much to the people on the show, the queens who, you know, come from backgrounds similar to mine, who face the same challenges that I do, such as anxiety. You know, anxiety is such a real thing, and looking after our mental health is so important. When we were kids, nobody told us that, you know, taking care of your mind is first and foremost, and that is actually the most important thing, because your mind determines what you do in life. You know, it's such a small voice in your head, but it can really make or break you in no matter what situation you're in. So to follow that up, this book right here is amazing. It is full of quotes from Miss RuPaul herself, amazing pictures of her in drag. Let me tell you, I get some inspo from looking at these pics, honey. But there is some amazing lessons and quotes in there that is an absolute must read. Right? Let me read one for you. Like this one, okay? First learn the rules and then break them. Okay, you cannot tell me that you do not get all the inspo that you need from this picture right here. Okay, moving on. The next series that I think is so important, especially for us girl bosses starting our own business, no matter what it is called Girl Boss, and it is on Netflix. I'm sure it is. I'll put a screenshot of it right here. That series is life-changing. I also feel that it is so accurate when it comes to starting your business and what it takes to start your own business. especially when you come from a background where you know nothing of it, it's never been done before, you're doing it for the very first time, honey. That series is absolutely great, and I can relate so much to her because just like her, you know, I don't know what I was doing with my life, I don't know where I was going. All I knew is that I just had to find my independence. I had to do something for myself and show up for myself, and that series is absolutely amazing. It really takes you through the ups and downs and what you do to get yourself out of those situations. Next book that I'm about to talk to you about is this right here, and this is called Leave Your Mark by Alicia Lichtlit. I don't know how you say her name, but I absolutely love this book. Okay, if you're looking for some inspo, if you're out trying to look for a job, you're not finding any jobs, you don't know what you're doing with your life, you're studying something that you don't want to be studying, read this book. There is such valuable tips when it comes to business, especially for my young girls out there who are trying to be professional and be taken seriously, and you want to take yourself seriously. This book is full of knowledge, and it is a must read. If you do not get RuPaul or any of the other books, this is the one that you got to get. Okay, right. Then following the Girl Boss series is the Girl Boss Workbook. Okay, now this is literally an interactive journal where you write your goals, your aspirations, and what the steps that you need to take to achieve them. So let me give you an example. Okay, business building checklist. Okay, that's so important. Okay, so this is like a list that you can check. So I'm gonna give you a little, a little read through. I have identified my own weaknesses, the weaknesses of the business, and many potential pitfalls. Bonus, I have some ideas about how to circumvent them. That's so important. Okay, knowing your weaknesses, the weaknesses within your business, and how you can improve. Okay, you always need to be thinking, how can I improve, how can I better, because that's how you reach the top, honey. Okay, constantly improving. Now next up is some YouTube videos. Okay, now the first one that you guys all gotta see, if you haven't seen it already, is Caitlyn Jenner, her motivational video, and I'll put a little picture of it right here. This video is so amazing. Like, she basically talks about her life when she was running in the Olympic Games and all the steps that she needed to take to better herself and to reach her goals, and I found that so incredibly motivating. And you know what, after I did that, I just meditated and a little conversation with the Lord, and I let him know my goals, what I'm trying to do. I spoke from the heart, I just let it all out. And next up is another series, and it is called The Guide to Meditation, and it's on Netflix, and I'm on the 5th episode. A really good girlfriend of mine told me about the series, and I have been hooked ever since. This meditating is so important, okay, and you don't only need to do it when you watch the series. You can do this whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever you feel inner saboteur coming out. Meditate, remind yourself what you need to do, your goals, and that you can do it. Center yourself, honey, okay? And I promise you, you will find that hero within yourself and do whatever it is that you need to keep on pushing, because at the end of the day, that's life. We all go through things, ups and downs, setbacks, major setbacks, and for me, I was having such an unproductive week. Okay, I have my own business, as a few of you may or may not know, and I was just really going through it with some minor setbacks. But any setback when you have your own business is major to you, because you want everything to be perfect, you want customers to be happy, you want amazing service all around, and it doesn't always work out that way. Okay, so I was having a bit of a week. I wasn't actually planning on filming this video. I was feeling super down, and all of the steps that I am telling you, I took almost all of those steps today, And that's when I got this idea that there's so many other people. I cannot be the only one who feels super down on themselves every now and then. And I was like, yo, they actually must not know. Like, some of them might not know what to do. What can they do? What can they read, listen to pull themselves out of it? And I was like, you know what, light bulb, I'm about to film this for y'all. For me, it's super important. It may not be for you, but for me, it's super important. And that is to dress up for the job that you want. Okay? Okay. So I got on this amazing dress. Okay? Made me feel like a boss, babe. And then I was like, just put on some makeup, put on this dress, and feel that inner boss in me waking up, and I'm gonna get myself together real quick. And that is honestly how I navigate my life day to day. So some of you guys may not seem important, may seem a bit silly, but for me, when I look good, I feel good. And it might not be putting on a full face of makeup, putting on a whole outfit. It may just be brushing your hair and doing your skincare routine and getting on with your day, feeling way better about yourself. Because you cannot tell me that you can conquer your day when you are feeling insecure, demotivated, not confident within yourself. No, you're not going to get anything done. If anything, your work is going to reflect how you feel about yourself. And nobody wants that. Okay, this is the important stuff, people. It's super important. Okay, last but not least, honey, is having a badass playlist. Okay, now this is something that I have done ever since I was in high school. You know, I was never that academic girl. I was always a creative girl. I didn't know how I was going to be creative, but I knew I was creative girl. So I would create playlists of all different genres, different songs. It just gave me that motivation, made me feel like the baddest bitch out there. And sometimes that's what you gotta do. You just gotta have an amazing playlist and turn up to it. Get you some headphones. Don't put on earphones. Headphones, get you that bass going. Blast that music. Get it together, girl. Blast that music in your ears and remind yourself of all the things that you can and will achieve. I know I said last but not least, but this one's also a really good one, and it's a movie. Now, before I tell you what the movie is, let me just say that there are many things that this man has done that I do not agree with, especially the way in which he treats women, because back in the 80s, okay, women were not seen as human beings, which we should be at all times. They were seen more as sexual objects. So that part I do not agree with, okay? But this movie, The Wolf of Wall Street, what I absolutely love about this movie is how self-motivated he is, the confidence that he has within himself, and how, he picks himself right back up, starts his own business from nothing and works his way up. That to me is so inspiring, okay? And if you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's the best 2 to 3 hours of your life, okay? And if we can all have that inner Wolf of Wall Street voice inside our heads, if we replace our inner saboteur with the Wolf of Wall Street, there is nothing that can stop us, okay? Nothing. Okay, my lovelies, that's the end of this short and sweet video. I really hope that you guys have taken something away from this. If I could have motivated one person or gave at least one person that motivation to pick themselves up and carry on with their day, I'm so happy for you. Just know that all the work that you put into yourself is valid. You are worthy, you are loved, and if ain't nobody else gonna love you, girl, love yourself, okay? Thank you so much for joining me on this short little video. Listening to what I have to say, it's so important to me, and I'm gonna say this once, twice, 3 times, like this video, subscribe, share with your friends. Even if you don't love this video, if you hate me, just share so other people can find this video. Help someone else out. Help me help others. Okay, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.